Happy Monday! First of all, if you're like, girl, I thought you were supposed to start your clinical placement today. Yes. So what had happened was yesterday I got my period, and when I get my period, I'm out. At night I was checking with my body, like, let's be realistic. Are you gonna be able to get up at 6 a.m., do a 12-hour shift, help people, have energy, move things around, turn patients, do all these things with the current energy you have right now? I was just not gonna have enough energy. So emailed my clinical instructor. Tomorrow will be my first day. Energy is still not at full. I'm using all the energy I have right now to make the intro of this video. I would say I'm at 60, but way more than I was last night and this morning. It's 4 o'clock. The farmer's market closes at 6, and I really want to buy bananas. So we're going, and it's 19 degrees outside, aka beautiful day. I definitely need to change my pants. Okay, I went in a whole tangent that I'm just about to cut out because I just needed it to say it to get it out of my system, but it just does not need to be on the internet. Okay, this is a little OOTD. I'm gonna put on these shoes and I'm going to quickly head out to the market. I was supposed to go yesterday to the market, but I could not even get out of bed. So we're gonna go right now. Just came back from the farmer's market. I'm gonna give you a little haul. I got some cheese tortellini. Y'all, they had brown bananas and I bought these because I'm like, these low-key look ready. I bought a big thing of garlic because I ordered some on DoorDash, and when I tell you they brought 3 small bulbs like this and one was completely gone bad, I said, Got some potatoes so I didn't get some last time, and some artichoke spinach dip. I'm about to make myself a sandwich because I am so hungry. My camera keeps shifting and I'm like, stay put. I was gonna make a ham and cheese sandwich, but what if I put some of this artichoke spinach dip on it? That smells so good. Ham and cheese sandwich with bagel. Good morning and happy Tuesday. It's currently 6:16. I'm about to head out the door so I can go start walking to catch my bus. The way I put alarms last night, saw myself put alarm, woke up in a panic, 5:35. Y'all, I be pissing my own self off. I'm back from my shift. Why did I leave my meat in the freezer? Yes, my meat is defrosting in the microwave in the microwave. I am so hungry. I am so hungry. I was about to get Wendy's because there's a Wendy's like right outside the hospital, but I'm like, girl, save money, live better. Save money, live better. You have food at home. I was supposed to meal prep in preparation for this, so I would have my dinner for today and tomorrow already made when I got home and just have to come home, shower, eat. I'm trying to realistically think of what my alternative is if this is not what I'm making for dinner and I'm letting this defrost naturally in the fridge for tomorrow. Can't give you a recap of my day until I eat. I'm so hungry, I'm angry. Like, when I'm hungry, I'm a different person, and I'm just going to stop talking. I'm going to eat, and then I'll come back and debrief because right now I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm too hungry. Good morning and happy Wednesday. Yesterday I said I was going to talk to you once I ate, but y'all, I couldn't do it. I ate, and then I had to do like dishes and shower, and then I had to do some work, and by the time I was done, I didn't want to talk to nobody. After I showered, I went straight to bed. Today, I have another shift. It's supposed to be my last shift of the week, but I'm a couple shifts short, so I'm wondering if I'm going to pick up an extra one this week, and also an extra one next week, so I make up my time. We'll see. I'm going to figure that out once I get to the hospital. Yesterday, I edited my TikTok during my lunch break, and because I just recorded it and I won't have time to edit it right now, I will be doing the same thing today. No, we had 2 PSWs, 3 nurses, a float, and like we were staffed for the amount of patients that we had. I was like a concept, so it didn't feel too heavy. Today I'm gonna take on more tasks. Yesterday was more like observation to see kind of like how the unit is run and all that stuff. We'll be definitely taking more tasks. It's another day shift. The ratio is 4:1. So I'll take a little bit more today and then eventually, I guess, take 2. I could take the 4. I have worked with 4 patients before and just did all that just to see how not only my critical thinking skills are, but my time management skills to, you know, get to 4 people and attend to 4. But I'm also here for the next 2 months, and I don't know if my nurse wants to sit around for 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll eventually just take 2 and we'll split it. But yeah, I feel like a little schoolgirl. The hospital that I'm working at is huge. Like, to catch the bus after my shift yesterday, it took me 10 minutes to walk to the bus stop, even though the bus stop is literally right outside the hospital, but the hospital is so big, literally 10-minute walk. I said, damn, got all my stuff. I need to grab my lunch, and I think that's it. And I'll be on my way. The lighting in here looks actually disgustingly yellow. I don't know what to do about it. Happy Thursday. I got off my day shift yesterday, came home, was so absolutely tired that I only had enough energy to cook, eat, fell asleep, literally went to bed, made plans with my parents to do a Netflix watch party for the new episode of Love is Blind that got released. And I was deep in my slumber and they called me and I was like, but I had to do it. I had to wake up and do it because, one, love my parents. Two, if I had waited any longer, then I would have to wait till maybe like next week to watch that episode because we have to watch it together. Went back to bed, woke up today, had breakfast, went back to bed. I had the best sleep of my life. I have been not sleeping very well the past few days, but after a 2-day back-to-back, I slept like a baby. And guess what we're doing right now? We're making banana bread. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and then I didn't have enough bananas, or I didn't have any bananas, and I went to, you know, I don't know if that was in this vlog, we went to get bananas. I'm gonna tweak a couple things in the recipe just because this just sounds like it would taste good. So this is a different banana recipe that I usually make. I usually make the banana bread recipe from allrecipes.com. It's in my go-to recipe every single time. It's fire. You can't miss with that one. Has great reviews. However, when I was back home, my dad made banana bread one day and he used the Anna Olsen banana recipe, which is weird because it has like 2.3 star review on Google, but he made it and that was the best banana bread I've ever had. It was so good. He ate it up. So then I was thinking, what if I make that same banana bread recipe, the Anna Olsen one, but I brown the butter? I love a good brown butter chocolate chip cookie, and I love adding chocolate chips to my banana bread. So I was like, a brown butter chocolate chip banana bread sounds fire. So this recipe calls for a half a cup of butter. I currently have half a cup of butter here on the stove. I'm gonna brown this butter because that's so good, and I'm gonna make the recipe like the rest how it says I have to follow it. I'm currently going through to see if I have all the ingredients. Okay, banana, butter, sugar, light brown sugar, 2 eggs at room temp. Oops. Okay, 2 eggs, vanilla. Do I have vanilla? I have vanilla. I love saying vanilla like that. Girl. Guess who? I look at the stethoscope on the fridge. Guess who left her stethoscope on the unit again? Bro, I swear if someone takes it this time, I'm literally gonna cry because I just bought a new one because last time, sorry, commercial break, I got floated to another unit and I left my stethoscope on that unit. Didn't realize I had left it until I came in for my next shift, so a couple days had passed, maybe 2 or 3 days. So that's my fault because I didn't realize until late. And then when I went back to the unit, poof, gone, kapoof. The stethoscope was gone even though it was labeled. But I mean, it was easier to get it lost in that unit because that unit was really big, like compared to the one I have right now. That one had 3 hallways of rooms, and we have these things called WOWs, which is workplace on wheels. They just call it the WOW. You bring your computer everywhere, and I had left it on one of the computers, and on that unit that I was working technically had 2 different floors. There was like the med floor and then same floor, the med and then cardio. So the WOWs get moved all the time, so easier chance for it to be lost. Anyways, left it there, went back a couple days after when I found out and remembered the day I lost it was the day I was in another unit, never found my stethoscope again. Jump to getting a new stethoscope for this rotation. Second shift in. The first shift I left my stethoscope on my neck the whole time and I was like, I'm not gonna lose it. The second shift it got so annoying that I put it on the WOW. Got on the bus yesterday, remember that I had put it on the WOW, called the unit, they hung up on me. When I tried to tell them, if you see my stethoscope, can you please put it in a drawer? Anyways, I go back in tomorrow. I was there yesterday. So hopefully it doesn't get lost because once it's named really big, says my name on it, and it will only be a day between, a day and a half. So hopefully no one takes it. Because also the unit's so small, you get there and you can literally see the entire unit. There's only like a couple rooms. and there's only usually like 3 nurses per shift, 3 or 4 nurses, maybe 3. So I'm crossing my fingers that once I go back tomorrow, because I have a training tomorrow, I don't have a shift, but I have a training that I need to go to, I can go to the unit and my stethoscope will still be there. And if it's not, then I just lost another, what was it, $75, $80. Anyways, back to the banana bread. The butter is browning. It just smells so good. You also have to be really careful when browning butter. This is not a cooking show, but you can burn it very quickly. So what I like to do, I like to keep it on the heat and start mixing it. When I start smelling like that nutty, aromatic, beautiful smell, I start to take it off of the heat and keep mixing it, because sometimes it finishes cooking within the time that's off the heat, but if you were to keep it on the heat, it would burn. No one's asking for my cooking tips, but that's just my brown butter cooking tip because I've made this so many times. So I keep doing that on the heat, off the heat, on the heat, off the heat, until I get the perfect color, and then I let it cool. Anyways, that's what I'm doing today. I'm very excited for this butter. I'm currently defrosting the meat that I'm going to be using for dinner. Dinner is going to be late today. Right now I have a little bit of chicken for my late lunch, and then the meat will be ready and defrosted for dinner. Okay, let me check. I have all-purpose flour, baking soda. I can see if my roommate has baking soda, salt, and chocolate chips. And if my roommate doesn't have baking soda, I'll go ask my neighbor. He's kind of cute. But no one, it's a secret. But if I do that, I need to like put a bra on and maybe fix my hair a little and brush my teeth. I'll ask for some baking soda. First, I'll check if we have any. Okay, turns out that I'm going to wait a little bit to make this banana bread because I need to order some baking soda and some chocolate chips. I had chocolate chips, I don't know where they went. Unless I ate them all. I had to make some grocery orders anyways, so I'm just gonna make that grocery order, wait for it, and then make my banana bread. Happy Friday. This morning, did I vlog this morning? This morning I left to do a computer training at the hospital that I'm doing my clinicals at because it was mandatory. Anyways, on the way home, I stopped by a Latin market, found out there's a Latin market near-ish me, stocked up on all the essentials being harina pan. You can't see my face with the hat on, but with the hat off, I look a little crazy, so let me fix my hair. So I got harina pan, the yellow one and the white one. I tried ordering this yesterday on my Uber Eats order that I made when I bought the baking soda and stuff. Also, I never ended up making the banana bread last night, so I'm gonna make it today because I was missing the baking soda for the banana bread and some chocolate chips. Does that look decent? And the guy taking my order was doing such a bad job. So by the time that my stuff got here, I had no energy to make the banana bread. Anyways, the eggs are now at room temp, which is perfect because I needed that for yesterday. And the butter has been browned. So I'm gonna do that after I eat though. So this, you can make, you know, I make arepas with this. My mom prefers to use the yellow one when you make empanadas. I think I'm gonna eat empanadas right now. I also got 2 packs of passion fruit extract. No, what's it? How do I say it? It's frozen passion fruit because, you know, the passion fruit is so expensive. So you just grab this, put it in a blender, add some water, add some sugar. You got amazing, wonderful passion fruit juice, which is going to be the juice. I restock on some pirulín. The new one is called pirucrim, but the OGs know it's called pirulín. And then I got cheese. I wanted to make tequeños, which is like a cheese stick, Venezuelan version. Why is it always that Latin cheese is always in the smallest container? Let me look at this. Each one of these was $15. Okay, do you see how, hold up. I should have grabbed 2 big ones. Do you see how one is twice the size as the other? I thought she was going to charge it differently. Freaking A. That's crazy. This was $8. Anyways, I'm going to make empanada. I'm also really excited to have this because then I can have arepas for breakfast. I get tired of the American breakfast, that being the eggs, toast, sausage vibes. This I can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and never get sick of it. So step one, we're gonna try this cheese. Let's grate some. This cheese better be good because there's different types of cheese. And each country has like their own thing, and some cheeses are meant for some things and others are meant for others. Just like regular, like it is here, like one cheese you would use for pizza versus one cheese you would use for like crumbling on top of a salad type of vibe, right? So you want the hard cheese for things like empanadas, things like arepas. You can honestly do hard or soft, but some of the soft cheeses, in my experience that I've tried here, even though they're marketed as Latin cheese, have no flavor because they are soft cheeses, but they're soft cheeses from other Latin countries. So I feel like it's not as salty as the one that I'm used to tasting growing up. That being said, for other dishes like, what's that called? Cachapas, which is not this. I guess you can use this. I don't really remember how to make the dough for the cachapa, but cachapa is basically like a corn pancake and you put a soft cheese in between. So that one you would use a soft cheese versus a hard cheese. Anyways, enough of this cheese talk. This is the moment of truth. Period. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. Realistically, how many bananas am I eating? I'm gonna make 4. It's crazy how one of these is $15, which is also crazy. I was on the phone with my mom saying, how can one thing of cheese be $15? The amount of cheese that we use in our recipes, and you're gonna tell me this is enough for my recipe. These groceries that I just showed you, $54. And I get it because we're importing things that are not native to Canada, but damn. Literally, if I knew how to make my own cheese, if I was Nara Smith and knew how to make my own Venezuelan cheese, I swear I would have my own farm with my own cows to make my own cheese. Honestly, in the future, that's a great idea. In the future, when I have loads of money and I have a big house with a big yard, it doesn't really have to be my house to have cows, right? You can buy a cow and have it stored on another farm and someone else takes care of it and you can pay for that service. I'm gonna do that, and then, because honestly making the cheese, I know it's different milk from different cows, flavor, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's the process of making the cheese that makes that specific cheese, right? You following? So if in the future I have loads of money so I can do this, I'm not only going to hire someone to take care of the cow that I'm gonna buy that will provide the milk, but I'm also going to hire someone to make me Venezuelan cheese at home. Yeah, in the future when I have loads of money, I'm gonna have enough money to have that production, to have my own cheese. Also in the future when I have lots of money, don't be surprised when I have lots of money in the future. Be like, Natasha, you changed up. That was always the goal. The goal was always to have lots of money. Anyways, another thing, in the future when I have lots of money, I'm also going to plant lime trees in my backyard, lemon trees in my backyard, have a gardener, and also learn a few things here and there, and passion fruit trees, and raspberries. Raspberries don't grow on trees, they grow on bushes, right? I think they grow on bushes. I'm gonna have such an amazing home garden. We had a little garden box, or we have a little garden box in my house in Cali, like my parents' house, that we got during COVID times. And what did my mom say? She said, put sugar. No, she said, dissolve the sugar in the water first. Me and my house, in my Latin Venezuelan household, but specifically my house, I feel like I have to preface everything because it's not an overall thing. We make our empanadas with a little bit of sugar, and then there's a beautiful balance of the dough being a little bit sweet, and then the saltiness from the cheese. Beautiful. Anyways, what I was saying, during COVID times, we got a garden. Oh, that is open. We got a garden box and we planted lettuce, tomatoes, oregano, basil, sage. The herbs are still there. All the tomatoes died out eventually because we stopped taking care of them. But when we were taking care of them and they were in season, bro, the tomato, oh, and onions. But so we did 3 rows, like lettuce, onions, like yellow and purple, I think, and then tomatoes. But the tomatoes like took over the entire garden box, and we're like, okay, we know who's dominant in this relationship. We have to put like poles up, and then they grew up a vine. but they produce a lot of tomatoes. Sorry, I started putting the flour in here before putting the sugar. My mom says that it's easier to dissolve the sugar in the water first and then add the flour to it to make sure that the water is as sweet as you desire your dough to be, because if you add the sugar after, it doesn't dissolve as well throughout the dough if the dough's already formed, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna taste this water. I like mine sweet, not like dessert sweet, but enough for you to say like, this is sweet. Sorry if this angle is weird, I just want you to be able to see. I think that should be good. I eyeball this, so if you're looking for recipe instructions, like there's recipe instructions here, but every time I kind of eyeball it, and the more you do it, the easier it becomes. I've had people comment like, oh, because I've seen you make these foods at home, like I tried, like I bought the ingredients and made it. Bro, that makes my heart so big, like, because I'm kind of like, you know, showing my culture, sharing my culture with you guys, and then you'll take it home and try it. I'm gonna cry. I like to let it sit for a little. The question of the hour is, do I have enough oil to fry these things in? So you grab one of these, grab, close, okay, so while that cooks, I need to prepare the passion fruit juice. I have some that are still cooking. These are ready. This is the first one I put in. I'm so hungry, I'm salivating. Yeah. Bon appetit. It's a little bit later. I watched last week's, or this week's, this past Monday's episode of The Bachelor because I hadn't seen it. But we're gonna make this banana bread. Bananas are gonna give up on me. So the recipe called for room temp eggs. I left these out for the day. Overnight too. Don't judge me. So we're gonna use these eggs. I already browned the butter yesterday. It smells so good. So I'm gonna, it like solidified. I'm gonna pop it in the microwave real quick. Peel, banana, peel, banana, peel, banana. I have a lot of thoughts per minute, and sometimes some take over even though I'm having a conversation about something else, and mid-conversation it just has to come out. So if I'm ever telling a story and I have to take multiple commercial breaks of side tangents, I'm so sorry. I will eventually come back to it, maybe. I don't know. People, you, my friends, my online friends, you guys, you and I. Sometimes you guys watch my videos and like take a photo of you watching my videos on a big TV screen and post it on your story and then tag me. And first of all, I love to see that. But at the same time, I'm like, dang, people are really watching me. Because here's the thing. When I make stuff, I know you guys are there because I answer your comments, right? And we interact. But part of me sometimes thinks that I'm posting into a black hole that nobody's watching. So when someone will tag me and they're saying they're watching my stuff, or when someone says, oh, I bought this because of you, or someone stops me on the street, I'm like, I'll hear Natasha, and I'm like, who? Oh, me? And I'm like, why me? And then I forget that I post on the internet. And I've been doing this for so long, but it never gets old. Like every time I see something, I'm like, oh, you remember me? A little old me? I promise you guys, I'm just regular degular. I am so regular degular because this one time I met someone so sweet and they were kind of freaking out, and I was just like, I didn't know what to say. I also never know what to say when I meet people in person because I'm like, I don't want to disappoint. Right? And then I'm like trying to, like, you know, give you my all in that interaction. But also when people freak out when they see me, I'm just like, it's weird because in my head, every other internet person, yeah, you can freak out for. Me though, girl, I'm just regular. Like it's just, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm just so, I don't know. that one time that I met that girl and she was freaking out, I was like exciting, but also like, yo, hey girl, it's just me, Natasha, you know, like it's chill. Okay, whisk the banana, melted butter, granulated sugar, and brown sugar. And then, oh, another thing that constantly is a new fear of mine, but at the same time, like, girl, chill. I'm just trying to make sure I have the right measurements. A fear of mine after seeing many videos like this on the internet is that someone will catch me on like an off day and be like, oh my goodness, I just met Natasha and she's the rudest person ever. And I'm like, that literally lives rent free in my dreams. And I'm like, so every time, not that I'm not nice, but every time I'm outside with any interaction, I'm like, girl, you just need to be this super awesome and amazing to everyone, because I'm scared the one person's gonna come like up to me when I don't know, I'm like on my period or I'm having a bad day and I'm not like 100%, and they're gonna be like, people are so rude on the internet. These are just things I have fear. These are just things I fear about that I shouldn't on my free time, rent free. But I think about it sometimes, because if you think of it, yeah, sometimes you might not have the best experience with, I don't know, meeting someone famous. And I don't consider myself famous, I'm just talking about other famous people, like those famous people. There's me and then there's the famous people. And you're like, oh, that person was so rude. But then at the same time, I'm like, what if they were having a bad day? I don't know, that just lives rent free in my head. And hopefully I don't disappoint anyone who I meet. I also meet people like on the street in the most random ways. Like this one time I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Literally was only going there to see my family for Christmas. I was in an H&M changing room and someone called my name and I said, what? And they're like, oh my goodness, and they knew me. I'm like, I'm in some random mall in Tulsa, Oklahoma. How do you know me? Like, I understand if it's someone who's like bigger, has millions of followers, like those people tend to meet people on the road in real life more often. But me, I thought that was so cool. Y'all are everywhere. Also, another time I was walking down the street, yeah, it's just really cool. Those experiences I always geek over, even though I'm stressed in the moment, because I'm like, sometimes I get so excited that I'm meeting someone that I forget what I'm saying and then I black out. That happens a lot. I'll meet someone and then we'll have no recollection of what I said for the past 5-10 minutes that we're talking, because I just got so excited that I know people sometimes get excited to meet me, but I think get more excited to meet someone else that knows me. You know, I don't know, it's happened before. And then I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even remember their name or what I said, or what if I said something crazy. Another fear of mine. As you can see, my brain is constantly just going. Now I'm gonna concentrate in making this and I'll show you the result after.
The orange. I'm using the same brush. So I'll push it down. I'm gonna go in with a coat of.
Oh, this is hot. Ta-da! Good morning, happy Saturday. It feels like this whole vlog is in my kitchen because every time that I talk, I'm making food. Guess what? I'm making breakfast brunch. Well, more like brunch. It's 11:43, babe. I'm making some arepas because yesterday, not only did I get flour to make empanadas, but I got it to make arepas. Technically, you can make empanadas with the white flour. We just prefer to do it with the yellow one. Oops. Which means that today I'm making arepas with the white flour. And again, everything is eyeballed. 3 ingredients: water, this flour, and salt. Easy peasy. Easy. I always mix up easy peasy with easy breezy beautiful cover girl, so I end up saying easy peasy breezy beautiful cover girl. Sue me. I think here I have enough masa for 2. I was editing another TikTok and I was gonna go ahead and start doing that and then eat later, but these take a little while to cook, so I'm like, let me take a break, throw these on the pan, so then by the time I'm done editing the second video, they're done. Nice and soft dough, perfect. These past few nights, I've had such what feel like vivid dreams Then I wake up and I'm like, did I actually go out to dinner with that person? And then I'm like, I don't think I've ever gone out to dinner with that person. But the dreams made it feel so real that I'm like, oh my goodness, that was a fun time. In a best case scenario, ideal situation, I would also have Venezuelan butter called mavesa. Yesterday when I was at the store, they had a mavesa and I grabbed it. And when I went to check out, the lady's like, oh, sorry, we can't sell you this because it's expired. And I was like, do you have any more? And they did not. So I'm just gonna use regular butter. Cheers. Anyways, happy Sunday. I need to make a poster in like 3 minutes. Currently editing this and I'm like, girl, you left out so many details. People have no idea what's going on. Basically in this clip, I'm rushing to make a congratulations poster because my friend got accepted to medical school. If you had seen my vlog a couple weeks ago, I was in California. I had a friend come and visit me from Canada. That friend is the one that got into med school. That friend is also my nursing school friend. I met her through nursing school. So in this clip, I'm dressed up because I'm getting ready to go out to dinner with her and my other friend from nursing school because we hadn't seen each other since before I went to California. It had been like 3 months. So it was like a catch-up dinner. But coincidentally enough, the night before I was watching Nita's story, which is my friend that came to visit me and the one that got into med school. And I saw that she had reposted a friend's story of herself wearing a stethoscope saying, congratulations, doctor, blah, blah, blah. So from that, she hadn't told us yet. She said that she had some news for us. I saw the news a little bit earlier on because I was watching her Instagram story. And, you know, that was the news that she was going to tell us the next day. But because I had seen the Instagram story prior to her telling us the news and I had connected the dots that she probably got into med school, I was running and rushing to make a poster in balloons because I knew that after dinner we're gonna end up back at my place and I wanted her to walk in and see a poster with the balloons. So that's the explanation as to why I'm rushing to do so, and then I rush out the door to go get dinner with them. I literally had all morning and here I am last minute making a poster. So what had happened was my friend Nita, the one that came to California, she's applied to nursing medical school. And we're waiting for her to hear back. And I suspect that she got in because yesterday on her Instagram story, she reposted one of her friends and her friend said, congratulations, doctor, and then her last name. So that to me says you got in. So in case she got in, my roommate blew up some balloons for me because I'm literally running out the door. I need to see how to spell her last name. Ordered a poster from Dollarama and I'm gonna make the fastest poster ever. The thing is, we're going out for tacos, right? I should have ordered this earlier. And she's coming to pick me up. So I only have one shot. That's crazy. Okay, let me write. I wrote it too big. Let's give it a girl. Let's give it a go. No, I need to try again. Ooh, I only have the other side. How many congratulate? That's a lot of letters. How long is her last name? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I have to spell the word congratulations. Ooh, it's off center. Urgh! I should have started a little bit. I wish. Let me draw a stethoscope. So I thrifted the jacket that I'm wearing and I washed it. It low-key still smells like the thrift store and it's throwing me off. Let me look up the hospital emoji. Good thing I'm not being judged by or graded on my artistic capabilities, and it's just the thought that counts. Okay. They're probably like, Natasha, why are you taking 10,000 years? Oh, just because I procrastinated. This is my poster. My friends are definitely waiting for me downstairs. I need to grab my wallet. Don't forget your wallet, girl. Not the tag on my shoulder. What perfume do I wear? Not me changing the purse last minute. This purse, keys. Happy Sunday.